Now, everybody wants an XP guide. Everybody wants hitting tips. And to be honest, it's right in front of you. You just don't see it. So we're going to be talking about Showdown today. We're going to be talking about how to beat the AL East in specific, because that's what I'm currently working on fulfilling. And then we're going to be talking about the rewards that come with Showdown. So let's go really quickly to the Team Affinity section and let's look at the rewards. So once you obtain 10 points in whichever team, you get yourself basically 2 silvers and 2 bronzes. They could be duplicates, so you could be getting the same 2 silvers and the same 2 bronzes. So for example, if you do end up having that bad luck and getting the same player for both of them, then you're going to be getting yourself at least 2 unique players for each team to work towards collections. Then in total, you make 2K here and then 4K here. 6 times 30 is going to give you basically 180k stubs. So just from playing Showdown, getting yourself up to 60 points, you get yourself 180k. You're going to get yourself 30 players, 30 gold players for each team, and then you're going to go ahead and get 270 team affinity packs when you add the 6 plus the 3 and you times it by 30, and then 30 diamonds to help your team out as well. The only unfortunate thing here is, of course, that there are no relievers, because if they had some good relievers, it would be a lot better. Now, why is Showdown so important? So as you all can see, I'm level 59 silver. Yourself, well, he's done a lot of the collections, and that's not true. I haven't done not one collection. If you guys want any proof whatsoever, we can go to live series and you can see that I literally do not have anything done. How I obtained this level is simply me going ahead and completing every single conquest map available to me. I completed the majority of the moments except for the cap moments that are not true to my cap. So since my cap is a catcher, I have no business doing anything else, so I only did the catcher ones. I did all the team affinity moments that are available to me, and then for evolution, you can't do it unless you have that player. So since I have Eddie Matthews and Dennis Eckersley, I was able to knock out both of them. I've done all the first inning program moments and then the moments as well. So I've knocked down basically all the CPU grinding right out of the way. Now, when it comes to Showdown, why it's so important, let's get into a draft and let's talk about it. So when it comes to the AL East, as you all can see, there are 3 mini missions and then a mini boss, 3 more mini missions and then another mini boss, 3 more mini missions and then basically the big boss. So you earn 1k from him, 100, 200, 300, that is if you win, of course, 800, 900, 1k, 1.1, 1.6, 1.7, 1.8, 1.9. So in total, you spend 1k and you could be making a profit of 900 stubs per run. Not only that, but you do get a silver pack and you also get a show pack. So you might be able to make some extra subs there. So every Showdown run, once you win, you have a good opportunity of making a profit of 1k. Plus, of course, you're working towards the points that will give you more stubs in general and packs and opportunities of even making more stubs. And at the same time, you're gaining experience the entire way. So of course, that's helping you level as well. So let's go with the AL East. Now, since I'm going to be doing every single little game mode, or not game mode, every single mission, I should say, and every single mini boss, I'm going to be drafting a lot different than if I was to go ahead and skip to 15-0 and try to come back from 15-0. What I generally go for in the first round, and this has been different in my technique because there is times where you have to use, or there are times where you have to use your starting pitcher in order to get a couple of outs. So I've been focusing on getting a diamond starting pitcher. For example, here we'll take Brendan McKay. If we had Mariano Rivera, we would have picked him up. But I want to get the diamond and the gold bullpen arm out of the way instantly. That way I don't have to rely on anyone else for the rest of this Showdown. Unfortunately, we got ourselves an extra bullpen round, which is fine, but I want to focus on just getting the diamond and the gold 2 pitchers out of the way as soon as possible. Right after that, one of the first 3 missions, or 2 of the first 3 missions, you're actually facing lefties. So you're facing Blake Snell and you're facing as well, what's his name, Eduardo Rodriguez. So you want to focus on a hitter that has good power versus left, but you do want to keep in mind that Garrett Cole is the final boss. So you want to find the hitter that has the best power versus left and still good enough power versus right. For example, here You can see Kevin Pillar has great numbers, but power versus right, it just doesn't make sense. Bo, on the other hand, 100% makes sense. So you go ahead and pick him up. Mike Zunino, I've done this showdown so many times. I know Mike Zunino is A-tier catcher if you don't have yourself Gary Sanchez. And I'm just looking for a bunch of righties, to be honest with you all. Not really looking for too many lefties, but if I do find a lefty, or if the best available option is a lefty like Mike Ford that rates against both sides, we do have to go ahead and pick them up. And then here, we're most likely going with Grichuk just because that power is going to be unmatched against both sides too. And he's actually better against right-handers. So, perks. Now, I always say, when you're going for the 15-0 and you're trying to score 16, Defibrillator is probably the best perk you could ask for since you're going ahead and taking until 2 strikes. Here, Spark Plug does make sense and it does come to play later on, but since I know that the first 3 missions, 2 of them are hitting, I do want to get Defibrillator to help me out instantly, and then let's see what else is there. I want to get Lifeline because if I can get a boost with runners on base and 2 outs, especially since one of them is facing Adorador Rodriguez in 1 inning, if with 2 outs we don't have that run, then of course I want some contact boost. So I'll take the 2 perks that best help hitting because 2 out of the 3 are going to be hitting. So let's see which one we're doing first. The Adorador Rodriguez, and we have to tally 2 hits and 1 extra base. First things first, of course, you go ahead and check out your bench. You see what you have available. If you have anybody that has great power against left-handers, since you're not going to be fielding, so it doesn't matter who you have out there for the first mission or for this mission in specific because they do rearrange. So I'm going to fix this lineup to where I have all the power hitters against lefties first, and I organize it in a way that my leadoff hitter has a little bit of speed and can basically run the base paths, and then my second hitter is usually my best hitter, and then after that we just go for pure power. So Michael Chavis, he's actually great against left-handers. Mike Zunino is as well, and then Randall is going to come up, and then I believe between Jonathan Davis and Dustin Pedroia and Mike Ford is the best one there. So that's what's going to be our lineup to actually go ahead and face Eduardo Rodriguez. Hopefully we can beat him because it does give us a run. But at the end of the day, even if we don't beat him, it doesn't really stress me out because you have 2 opportunities or 3 opportunities to get some runs on the board. So let's go ahead and hopefully just knock this out instantly. Now, when facing Eduardo Rodriguez, I don't have any specific tips or guides to give you all. Just follow the ball and basically try to crush it. That's all I can really tell you. We're going to try to get a home run with Bo to start things off or hit something in the gap. Because it's veteran difficulty, the pitches are going to be coming in a little bit slower, therefore making it just a tad easier to hit. I wanted that one to get off the wall so bad, and luckily for us, JD is a horrible defender, and that's going to be an easy double. I felt like it should have been a double regardless. So hopefully he can be a hero. That has to be gone. There's no way that's caught. I got every single bit of it, and yes, he is going to be the hero. We're going to get 1 point. And the reason why you don't focus on upgrading with a diamond hitter or a gold hitter instantly is just because of the simple fact that you're going to be able to do that as you progress and as you get points and as you beat these missions. Yeah, it makes it a little bit easier, but the diamond choices that we had available to us weren't top tier and weren't guys that I 100% would have went out of my way to actually go ahead and pick up. So here I'm looking for the best hitter against left-handers because keep in mind, next up is Blake Snell. Gurriel Jr., he's the best hitter there. We can place him at second base and replace Dustin Pedroia. And then the pitch or the perk that's most likely going to help us out the most here is going to be Oppo Taco. So we're going to take Oppo Taco and we're going to put Gurriel most likely at second base, but I'm going to take away a bench bat in order to substitute him in. So Dustin Pedroia no longer playing second base. Take down Snellzilla. So we have to take down Blake Snell. We have to score, I believe it's 2 runs. That's basically the only requirement. So 2 runs, and we can't allow a run if we pitch. Now if you scored the 2 runs in the first inning, then you don't pitch, which is great. You save time and you save energy. And when I say save energy, I don't mean pitcher's energy, I mean real life energy. You basically save it. So let's go ahead, score these 2 runs, hopefully in the first inning. Now the reason why I think that Showdown is a great way to practice your hitting is because you feel the pressure with every single at bat. And yeah, you know that custom practice, you get to practice with basically any pitcher you see, etc. But it's not the same intensity. In Showdown, you feel the pressure just like in an online game. You're feeling the pressure and you have to perform. So that's a humongous difference. That's right where I like it. Unfortunately, I was early on it. Now, the top of the second, this is our final opportunity. If we don't basically score 2 here, we just quit out. Because there's no point in staying. That's most likely a fly out. Good. Oh, snap. It's hitting off the wall. Okay, you know, I'll take it. I don't know what was happening. I was like, good, but a fly out. Not sure how that correlates. Here we have to get this one more run, but we have to get on base first. As I said, let me lock in, square up a pitch. Gonna be an easy double. I'm almost, oh snap, I can go to 3. No, never mind. I'm pretty sure that's Kevin Kiermaier. I don't want to test that arm, but that was a little funky play by him. It's as simple as that. That's a pitch to drive. I would love to go home, would love to, but I'm not testing Kevin Kiermaier's arm. Not only that, but that run is a little bit too important to me for me to just go ahead and be stupid with it. We need to make sure we get the silver player, and we need to make sure we get the extra perk, and that's going to do just that as Mike Ford goes ahead and gets himself a double. So unfortunately, we don't have the best silver hitter available as an option, but we'll take Andrew Benintendi. And then let's see what we have for the perks. Here, I'm actually going to take Lone Wolf because the next mission, we basically don't have anybody on base. Actually, it's either between Lone Wolf and Precision Strike. I think Precision Strike is better because it helps with your accuracy and you can just paint the corner. So we're not going to need Lifeline. So I'm going to just replace it with whichever. It doesn't really matter. And then I'm going to add Andrew Benintendi to the bench. Going to replace Dustin Pedroia. Pretty simple. And now this mission, it's pretty easy. If you have a good closer or a good starting pitcher, it's going to be easy. You have to strike out 2 of the Orioles and you need to get the 3 outs without giving up a run. Now, one big piece of advice is you have to get obviously a strikeout within the first 2 hitters. And then if the 3rd out is not going to be a strikeout, for example, it's a pop-up, let it fall. Let it fall and try to get a strikeout with the next hitter. Trust me. Good fastball inside. He's going to foul it off. Listen, any foul ball, you drop it on purpose. You drop it on purpose. You don't want any foul balls for outs. You want to get a strikeout every single time. Every single time. Good changeup. Ooh, come on. You got to call that. You have to. Good fastball outside. Or, you know, a little bit outside. We got the 2 strikeouts before giving up a run. And boom, you're done with it. So it's that simple. That's why I take a diamond starting pitcher and a gold reliever, because it makes these missions right here a whole lot easier. So for example, who do we have available for us? Luke Voigt has way more power than Evan Longoria. So we're going with Luke. Let's see what we have. Heart attack. I think this overall, when it goes to gold, it's at its best. Don't get it on diamond, but at gold and silver, that's when it's at its best. Because on diamond, you need runners on base. So we're going to take away Precision Strike. And Lifeline is not really necessary, so I'm going to keep Oppo Taco. I don't think I'm going to allow myself to get to 2 outs in order to use Lifeline to its fullest extent. Alright, so here, I don't really say take 2 strikes. I say if you like it, crush it. Because that's my motto. If I like it, you best believe I'm swinging. Especially with Heart Attack as a perk. I have to abuse it while I have it. Curveball outside, gonna be an easy single, even though we weren't necessarily on that. 0-2 count with Josh, have to find a way to lift the ball up. Can't ground out here, that's very crucial. You never want to ground out in Showdown. And I don't know what to tell you all. That happens to me almost every single time. 1-0 count to Luke. Can't ground out. We have to hit a shot here. I want something in the gap for sure. For sure. Easy money. That's going to be off the wall. That's going to be good for us. One big tip is if you have Heart Attack as one of your perks and the tying run is at 3rd, don't send them in. Just leave them at 3rd and get yourself a double with runners on 2nd and 3rd, making it easier. And given this hitter, whoever comes up for you, it still gives them Heart Attack. Right down the pipe. That is absolutely crushed by Randall. Should be a 2-run bomb, and that it will be. So we're going to tie up the ball game. We lose Heart Attack. That's fine with me. We got our pitcher coming up to hit, who is a great hitter. Let's go ahead and get him on base and then drive him in. I'm going home. 100%. The way he fielded it, the way I saw the animation, I had to go home, no questions asked. We're going to go ahead and beat Charlie Morton, get ourselves a gold and a gold perk as well. So we got ourselves a silver pack. Now we get a gold life series player. This is why you want to be careful when picking one of the diamonds that have a gold life series player. Unfortunately, our guys weren't too good. Now, do not get Defibrillator Gold. Defibrillator Gold is not as good as Defibrillator Silver. Here we're going to take Clear for Takeoff because it's basically Defibrillator. Now, of course, you can get it Gold because it's said whenever you're behind the count, it helps you out. But having Defibrillator and Clear for Takeoff both working for you at the same time, that's just, trust me, it's godly. And then, of course, I go with the slider outside, and hopefully he doesn't hang it. We get the strikeout. So far, it's looking like a perfect run, which is something I have not done just yet. So maybe it's because I'm recording that I'm like playing to the highest of my ability. Because usually when I'm just playing it, I just play it to play it, since I know I'm going to get at least 10 runs to beat Gerrit Cole. But right now, I'm like super locked in. So let's go ahead, add a silver here, Miguel Andujar. He's going to join the squad. And then we want Spark Plug here, because in the second round of mini missions, you do have a mission where you have to face Ken Giles at the 8th. I think it's the bottom of the 8th. And then in the third set of missions, you have to face Aroldis Chapman in the 9th. So Spark Plug does come to help you out a bunch. Look at this one right here. Face Ken Giles in the bottom of the 8th. So what do we take out for Spark Plug? You don't want to take out Heart Attack because you are trailing 2-0. So I think you take out Defibrillator and you keep Clear for Takeoff. So that's what we're going to rock with. I like warming up my gold reliever just in case I need him to come into the 9th, which I most likely will need him to come into the 9th if I do have the lead, or even if I don't have the lead. The first pitch, it's like having jump start, to be honest. Right down the middle, Randall. I was early, I felt early, and it didn't matter because we have 3 perks working for us all at once. Now we have a lot less pressure. We can bring in a pinch hitter for the pitcher. Let's go with another slider outside. Are you serious right now? I kid you not. This is the first time Vladimir Guerrero hits a home run. Not only that, it was an outside slider that had no business being pulled. Very early, slightly rolled. Are you serious? That is crazy. Fastball right down the middle. That has to be gone. There's no way he catches that. That's good squared up. Let's go, baby. Walk it off. Now, of course, there was a little bit more pressure, but we got the job done. You know, he got a very early, slightly rolled home run. I don't even know how it was possible, but he made it possible. Keep in mind, you have Chris Sale as the second mini boss, so you're still looking for hitters that can hit against lefties and hit against righties since Gerrit Cole is the final boss. I like Brandon because he can hit against both sides. We'll pick him up, and then let's see which gold one is the best here. So, I think you take, well, Ice Water Veins, 2 strike counts. That's not bad. You either take Spark Plug. Well, no, you take Last Stand because you're going to have a game with your diamond starting pitcher or gold starting pitcher with the bases loaded, and you're going to need Precision Strike and Last Stand to actually win that game. He's very early, can probably turn on this inside fastball, but hopefully not, and he doesn't. We get this save as well. That's going to give us another 2 runs. So now the score is going to be 15-9. If you got at least 7 runs, you don't have to go ahead and face Chris Sale if you don't like facing Chris Sale. You can just skip to Gerrit Cole, and you should be good enough to beat him. But me, I like making it as easy as possible. I like basically getting myself as many subs as I can, experience as I can. So I do just that. Unfortunately, Kevin Kiermaier is the only available hitter for us, but that's all right. Nothing to really complain about too much here. No good real perks in terms of hitting. So we're going to go ahead and take first strike. That's probably going to help us out a lot more than anything else. Chris Sale, he throws wild. So you can take 2 strikes here. You can wait on 2 strikes because he's going to walk a lot of hitters. The important thing is not to hit into ground out. Another thing is his fastball or his off speed, it literally is easy to read when it's coming right over the middle of the plate. And when it comes right over the middle of the plate, you can't second guess. You just have to crush. 0-1 count on a pitch that hit us, but I was looking to swing. Outside. Looks to be fair, and I'll take it. I'll take it. Chris Sale has yet to beat us. We put up 5 against them, and luckily for us, that pesky pole, it was able to lean to the right a little bit so the ball could curve around it and it could land in there. So look at that. Oh, we just got one of the legends. That's also great for me. So we just beat Chris Sale. We're going to get ourselves a diamond. Was hoping to see a better diamond. I'm not going to lie to you all. Trey Mancini, we already have his silver, so we don't really need that one. I would like someone with great power. I think I take Brooks Robinson since he has the greatest power. And then let's look at these diamond perks. So significant contact boost on the first 2 pitches when you're behind the count, pitches outside of the strike zone, and on outside pitches. I think here we take definitely Defibrillator, just because if it's an 0-1 count, you want it to help you out the most. And we're going to replace it simply with what we currently have, since it's not bad at all. I'm a little scared to give Austin Meadows a fastball. I feel like if there's anyone here that can just disappear a pitch, it's Austin Meadows. Oh, you got to give me that call, Blue. Let's go with the changeup outside. He's not chasing. That's unfortunate. Cutter outside. Never mind, that's not outside. He fouls it off. Changeup on the outside corner. I just missed that, but it doesn't matter. We strike him out. I think we striked out all 3. So even better for us. I think we get a gold and not a diamond. And now our next mission is to face Aroldis Chapman. And we basically have 3 outs to come back and beat him. So that's where Spark Plug is going to come in again. And it's going to help us out once again. Or maybe it's not Aroldis Chapman. But look at this. We get ourselves JD Martinez. Much needed. And then look. Gold Heart Attack. Couldn't ask for anything better. So what we do here is we put on Gold Heart Attack. We put on Silver Heart Attack since we're about to be losing 1-0. And then I think I'm going to take Diamond Defibrillator. I think that's the best option I have. Now with Aroldis Chapman, you can wait for 2 strikes because he is very wild. But if he's throwing it right down the pipe, you have to crush it. No questions asked. Like right there, right down the pipe. I got to wait on that and I have to crush it. To, I believe, face Mike Zunino. So that's a mistake because Mike, he has incredible power. What I say, that's a mistake because Mike, he has incredible power. And we hit a perfect fly ball right off high heat. We had not all 3 perks working for us, but we definitely had 2 of them. So that helped us out even more. I believe he hit that at like 116 miles per hour. Now hopefully we get some good diamonds here like Jason Giambi or even Big Papi. I want to see one of those 2. We need a good lefty even though it's going to be 15-15. So it doesn't even really matter. So we get Jason Giambi. That's perfect. And then another diamond perk. I think you take Ice Water Veins here. And the best. I think Lifeline is going to be pretty good here. Or we can just put this second. Oh no, clear for takeoff. 100% clear for takeoff. It's not a good idea, and you can see why. Plus, we only need 1 base hit to basically win this game or win this mission and head into the showdown tied 15-15. So right down the middle, that's going to go ahead and win it for us. And then, of course, you get the base running being all bugged out. We're just going to stay at second base just so we can finish quicker, and we can go ahead and face Garrett Cole. So this is the first time I've ever done a perfect run. I'm pretty sure it's because you guys are watching me, so I want to perform for all of you. So we're going to head into the showdown tied 15-15. And if I can't get a run in 20 outs, I'm going to delete this YouTube channel. I promise you all that. So once again, you go after the best hitter against right-handers, and that's going to be Aaron Judge. And then we're going to take clear for takeoff. We're not going to need heart attack. Not anymore, at least. Since we are, of course, tied at 15. Where's the one I just picked up? Clear for takeoff? Okay. So, exit velocity boost on the first 2 pitches. I think I'd rather have 2 clear for takeoffs than Defibrillator, since I already have Ice Water and Veins. Yeah, I'll take that 100%. So after that, we're just going to load up the lineup with our best hitter against right-handed pitching. Jason Giambi, he's going to play first base. We're going to go ahead and bring Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge, welcome to shortstop. And then 73, 74, 72. Do we have anybody with higher than 7? Well, we don't need anybody to hit for the pitcher. I keep forgetting. Brandon probably has more power than all of them. And yeah, he does. So we're going to make Jason Giambi lead it off, followed by Aaron Judge, followed by JD. Brooks Robinson, we're going to put Brandon to hit 5th. And then Mike Zunino hit 7th. We got Randall hitting 8th. And Brandon, actually, Brandon is going to hit 5th. Lowe is going to hit 9th. Or actually 8th. Yeah, I like it like this. Once again, all we got to do is score 1. So let's go ahead, score this 1 run. Let's be done with it. Now, unfortunately, I might have skipped some frames, but at the end of the day, we tied it 15-15. You don't need heart attacks, so I have both clear for takeoffs working for me. And all we're looking to do is finish it off with 1 swing of the bat. And this is basically the perfect showdown run. We entered, tied, and 1 swing of the bat basically walked it off. Since we had clear for takeoff, diamond version gives us a boost on the first 2 pitches. And then the gold version, it gives us a boost on an 0 count, 1-1 count, 2-2 count. The easiest team affinity run I've ever had in my life. It took me an hour, so yeah, it takes a little bit longer. If you skip right to 15, it usually only takes you, I want to say, 20 minutes. But if you fail it and you have to redo it, it'll take obviously a longer time. And now all we do is we go to the mission section and we get ourselves to 70. We already have done the Yankees, we've already done the Boston Red Sox, and we've already done the Tampa Bay Rays. With these 3 left, we should be able to finish the Blue Jays and then focus on beating the Orioles to basically have all the teams in the AL East at 70-70. So there's that. If you did end up enjoying today's content, make sure you guys hit that like button and red subscribe button. Once again, you don't need it to be 15-15 and you don't need to face every single mini boss, but it does help you out. It helps you earn experience, stubs, and it helps you locate your PCI better since you'll be under pressure the entire time. If you did end up enjoying today's content, once again, turn on that notification bell. Follow me on all social medias at Bhlademyst, same way it's spelled. On the YouTube channel username, click on the channel, click on the community tab, interact with me there. Have a blessed day and night. Stay positive, stay safe, stay blessed. Wash your hands, take care of your family, take care of your elders, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Peace out.